Welcome and thank you for joining us on 80/20, where we have spirited debate on sports, local and national issues, culture, and a little bit of everything else. In every discussion based on opinion, 80% is correct, 20% is correct. We just need you to help us figure out who has the 80 and who has the 20. I'm Jay Stoggs, your man, and of course I'm joined as always, my dude, right here, Aunt Jay. What's up, man?
How you doing, man? You were a little spotty on the intro.
Not really.
The little pause right there. Is everything all right this morning?
Pause for effect.
Okay.
Professional.
Okay. I'll take that. Well,
How you been doing, man? You kind of rolled in here kind of late, you know what I'm saying?
Don't nobody know that except us. What are you doing?
Rolling up in ramps and stuff like that. It's
Okay.
all good. You
Okay.
ready?
Okay. I mean,
ready?
That's
Are
fine.
you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so since last week was canceled due
Yeah.
to
Some
issues.
things, some issues.
Yep.
You know, it happens.
Everybody
Life
got
happens.
issues.
Life happens.
So we were actually going to reflect on the 2019 NFL Draft.
National Football League draft. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's do it like this. Who are your three players that you believe that will definitely be successful, the right fit for the right team?
Right, right.
Let's share your thoughts.
So, I mean, let's just jump into it then. I'm really interested to see Kyler Murray
Okay.
in Arizona. I think Cliff Kingsbury is going to be good for him, mainly because he knows how he played. He knows how he plays. He knows the style. Plus, I believe he's going to bring a college type of offense, and more so than what the NFL does is it waters down the NFL. I mean the collegiate style to try and fit some of these quarterbacks that are coming in. But I think Cliff is going to Kingsbury is going to really do something different with him. So I actually think Kyler Murray is going to be a good fit for Arizona. It's a new slate. He has to battle against no one, and he has Larry Fitzgerald there. You know, really going to see what that running back situation is going to look like. But I think, my first one would be Kyler Murray.
Okay, so this one is where this seems to be a 100. My first pick is just far as who will be successful, who has that breakout chance to be successful,
Yeah.
is Kyler Murray. So my thinking is probably a little bit different than yours. It's good, obviously, for Arizona fans that you see the dynamic part
Sure.
of his game.
Yeah.
So I'm a little more pessimistic. I'm happy that they have a stud athlete back there because, again, I've said it, you have no line. You need dudes that can run for their lives
Yeah.
and making a negative into a positive.
Right.
So I'm all about the sheer athletic side of what he can give you. Obviously, he's a dual threat.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're putting those run-pass options in there for him as well.
Yeah.
Short of, I know everybody's talking about his height, this,
Yeah.
that, and the other, but obviously with a franchise quarterback, as we're believing him to be,
Right.
you have to put the pieces around him now to
Yeah.
make the whole team successful. And hopefully he doesn't get smashed to the point where he has lost all confidence in year
Yeah.
3 and year 4 to where now we're talking about picking the new Arizona franchise quarterback. So I do agree with you there, which
Yeah.
is, again, it's unlikely sometimes when we agree.
That's
but
true.
Obviously when we agree, though, it seems to be
It seems to work out. I mean, to kind of piggyback on that point, there are plenty, and I kind of look at him in Russell Wilson's situation
Yep.
with Seattle when he first came, and even, today, he doesn't have the greatest of lines, and he has to use his legs to extend plays and even to get the plays that he needs. But when you couple that with, a good receiver and a vaunted defense, because again, that's really what I want to see Arizona do, is get a defense that's going to help the offense.
They're definitely going to have to get back. They're going to have to address, obviously, both sides of the ball. I know they brought in some players, obviously, to do that, but, hopefully they can take a page from the Dallas Cowboys and just start playing some young cats and seeing what they have.
Yeah, true.
Patrick Peterson's not going to be there forever.
Yep.
Larry Fitzgerald is not going to be there forever.
Yep.
Now, we're talking about two all-time great Arizona Cardinals guys, guys like Aeneas Williams,
Right.
things of that nature, because they don't have a lot.
No.
But as far as the Cardinals are concerned,
Right.
these two stalwarts, these
Yeah.
two foundational pieces. They're not going to be gone. So they're not going to be here forever. Excuse me. So you've got to see like who you have now. Who are these young boys? Let's go ahead and give them playing time. Let's give them confidence, and then hopefully the years of experience can grow and mature into
Now I'm
success.
gonna tell you, and I get what you're saying. What scares me is their GM. That's what really scares me because especially with the Josh Rosen trade
to Miami Dolphins.
I mean, to me, you wasted away a good opportunity to get a lot of picks or something in return in what you got. So that's the only thing that worries me about Arizona. But again, not in my division, not my team. But we're talking about the breakout players.
Right.
So that's Kyler Murray. My next one, and I really like this guy right here. I watched him at U of H, defensive tackle Ed Oliver.
Okay.
This dude, man, he's just one of those motor all the time kind of guys. He went to Buffalo Bills, 9th overall. What I really like about this situation is and I say low expectations because last year they were actually the number 2 overall defense in the league. And no one really knew that, or no one really said, wow, okay, Buffalo Bills defense. But you have him coming in, he's going to be an impact starter right away. And again, this guy has a hard motor, hard driver, and he just wants to go get that quarterback. So I'm really excited about him. I'm very happy for him in that program that he came out of because, when the coach left for UT, you're kind of like, oh, what do we do now? You know what I'm saying? And he said, look, I'm staying here. We're gonna do what we can do and just push through. So I really like Ed Oliver, defensive tackle.
Okay. So you went defense. I'm gonna go offense. I guess this seems like the OU show, but I do like what's that? Marquise Brown, the receiver.
Yeah.
Drafted to Baltimore. Obviously, Baltimore needs somebody to go with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I definitely think with the kind of player that he is, small, you can put him in the slot. He's a burner as well. I definitely think that they need somebody like that. They haven't had anybody dynamic like that here in a while. Now, I guess I would say Steve Smith, but we talking about old man Steve Smith.
Steve Smith, when you put senior on there.
Yeah, he that's exactly what he played like, was senior. So it's not Steve Smith Senior, it's just senior Steve Smith.
Yeah.
But
word.
But that's the thing. They need some excitement to go with the QB. They need some a burner. You know what I mean? It's almost like the situation was here in Dallas where we wanted a guy to go get it. They prioritized that, and again, these small guys who are fast can do damage. Deshaun Jackson, Odell Beckham. So I really like this pick for them. I like the fact that they can now be explosive with the young quarterback that they have, and hopefully pair these two guys up at least for a decade.
We'll see, man. We'll see how that goes. So the last one I have is actually another Arizona dude, Hakeem Butler. I tell you why I like this guy.
Okay.
Wide receiver out of Iowa State, 6'5", 227. So he's a big receiver, and you really love that, especially for a young quarterback. But you also have Larry Fitzgerald on the other side. Just some real brief stats, man. Last year in his final year, senior year, 9 touchdowns, 18 yards, 60 receptions out of Big 12. I mean, and we talking about Iowa State. So we're not talking about a big-time program, UT, OU, anything like that. But this guy would go and get the ball. So this is kind of my sleeper that I'm looking at. Ooh, man, this is a kid that I'm going to look at and say, all right, I remember when. So he's my sleeper. He's the one that I'm really going to look out for the breakout. And I think with Kyler Murray there, again, with Kingsbury, man, I'm going to get it together.
No, you good.
Kingsbury, with him there, I really like what I see out of that.
Okay, mine is we're going to the Oakland Raiders. It was their third pick of the first round. The safety, Abram. Man, so a little bit of a history here. A little flashback. Yeah. So you were drifting in and out of the first round. It's around 10:30. Yeah. Obviously, we have long days. You doing the rubberneck right here. And I was still engaged. This guy's
That's
playoff
shade,
pattern.
y'all. That's shade. That's shade.
If it
But
was
go ahead.
shade, I'll have a little grin on my face.
What you have right now?
That's the only thing I'm happy. So here's the thing.
Got it on right now.
His highlight package
Right.
just floored me.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. He was making impactful hits. And like I said, he's a safety, but they weren't dangerous hits. He wasn't launching. He was, making either a play on the ball or dislodging.
Running through what we say, running through the tackle.
Through the tackle.
Right.
So I was quick to, wake you up. Yo, look at this dude. Rwanda Tebow.
I was just checking my eyelids for cracks, and luckily, thank God, they're not there.
Right.
We're good.
So yeah, but long story short, though,
I did see the package
he was
do this. Yeah,
wonderful. I was
Yeah.
so impressed.
I think we actually rewound that.
Yes.
And looked back at it again.
I told you,
yeah.
He
Dude is
really
nice.
impressed me. So
Yeah, dude
I'm
is real
definitely
nice.
looking for some more excitement in Oakland / Las Vegas.
We just call it Vegas, man. Just get it over with. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Quit calling it Oakland. They don't even play in Oakland anymore. I don't even know why. Why?
All right, so as we transition now,
Yeah. What's the next?
the NBA playoffs, man, what has gone on in these last 2 weeks? We really needed last week to bring us back together here.
Man.
But oh gosh, like my playoff board is about to be wrecked in a major way. So let's go ahead and start off, and this is what we call Ali Frazier.
Man.
So again, this is now 2-2 going into Oracle tonight.
Yes, sir.
What's that? 9:30 Central Time. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Oh, yes.
On the computer, little game cast, whatever that is. But
It's an update.
yeah, I need to refresh that button there. But man,
Yeah, dude.
So that's the thing. Obviously, for me, this one is hold serve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I thought this was going to go 7. I thought Golden State was going to win because of home court advantage. Mm-hmm. And at least right now.
Wait, hold on. Did you say you thought Golden State was going to win?
Yeah.
Could have sworn you said Houston.
No, it's on paper.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. So again, this is game 5.
Right.
Again, we're back in Golden State.
Yeah.
In Golden State looked dominant.
Yes.
Even though it was close.
Yeah.
Now in Houston,
Man.
the Splash Brothers.
Ooh.
This is the first series where both have
More like the
looked
Smash Brothers, because, bruh.
smashed with an ED.
Yes.
Yes. So this has been the first series in a long time where they've kind of been outplayed. Game 3
I
was
wouldn't say they're
especially
outplayed, though. I would
terrible
say,
for Steph.
man, I would say, look, when you have Steph, going for 15 points, and you got Klay Thompson, going for like 11, 12. I mean,
But that's what I'm saying, though. This is the first time where you got Paul and Gordon.
Yeah.
I guess we can put Harden in there, but hell.
But they weren't-
Houston is starting like 4 guards. I mean, you got Austin, Paul, Gordon, and Harden all playing at the same time.
but it wasn't like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were getting, contested shots a lot of times. A lot of times they just missed.
Right.
They
But
just
that's
straight
what I'm
up
saying.
missed.
The mantra of Splash Brothers means they can hit far away shots. They can
Sure.
hit contested shots.
They can hit when they want
Whenever they get that hot streak, they splash. And it hadn't been wet. It has not been wet. Open shots, like you're saying. I'm real with you. They're missing.
Yeah.
And this is the first time to me that the aura of invincibility seemed like has been ripped off. Now again, we're talking about 2 road games.
Yeah.
But usually the special thing about the Splash Brothers is that their splash travels. And at least right now they look very mortal.
Well, the problem also, and look, we knew this going into the season and to the playoffs, was their bench cannot save them. Their bench cannot come in and say, okay, we're going to go ahead and rally them. Houston's bench can do that, more so than Golden State. So if you have 2 out of your 3 All-Stars that are not hitting, you got a real problem. When you were looking at Iguodala like, Iggy, we need you to be the man. And Durant is going to get his, but you know, and they were also missing at the free throw line. So now you got to look at a whole new game situation where it's 2-2 going into Oracle. But man, you know, what's going to happen over these next 3 games?
Okay, well, as far as, you know, them playing differently, I think this is a definite short-term impact of Boogie being hurt. But at the same time, when you
I can't
play,
agree with that.
That's fine. That's why we call it 80-20.
That's true because they won the championship without Boogie last year.
Yeah, but that's
They,
fine.
they
but-
did well in the season without Boogie the whole season, and now all of a sudden he come back for like 4-5 games. Like, oh my God, what we gonna do? Boogie down, bruh. Boogie has been down. Boogie hasn't been there. So
I'll say this: he's a part of the team now, and we need to play
5
cats
games.
now.
5 games. To me, 5 games
My
are not that
deal is
impactful.
this: if he can come back, he's a positive because that's something
Absolutely.
that the other team has to deal with.
Absolutely.
Obviously, when you have this center by committee and the fact that you've gone with the quote-unquote Hampton 5, you've taken Iguodala off the bench now, and now he's starting.
Right.
So now when you look there at that bench,
But it's
look
been
at these
short.
starters.
But it's been short. They've had a short bench.
Right.
You know, so again, to me, Iggy, man, and Boogie not being there, that's not I don't feel it's just that big of an impact. He is a positive impact if he's there, but it's not one where it's like he's been part of the team for these many years. or
No,
even
no,
the
I get
season.
it. He's not a part of the Golden State experience, but because they signed him with the mid-level exception, he is a part of the team now, and I believe that his part is being missed as well.
I'm
It's
not saying he's
something
not
else
part of the team.
that Houston would have to contend with.
But he hasn't
Instead
been
of
on the
putting-
court though.
He has been on the court. He's been on the court for at
5
least
games?
half. No, it's been at least a month worth before he
month.
got hurt.
Oh, come
yes.
on, man. A month. So okay, 6 games.
Is he still not an all-star?
When he's
If
not
you-
hurt, yes.
And that's fine.
But he's been hurt the whole season.
Okay, fine, the whole season, but he's still an all-star. That is still a
That's
valuable
82
person
games.
that you are
That's
missing.
82 games you don't play with your team. Now all of a sudden you come back in, and for 7 games, 6-7 games, you're like, oh man, this dude is.
It's
We
a lot
can't play
longer than
without him.
7. Come
Are
on,
you
man.
telling me you can't play without? You telling me Golden State cannot win without Boogie Cousins?
I'm not saying that. I'm
That's what it
saying
sound like.
it will help them.
I'm not saying it won't, but what I'm saying is that just because he's not there, that doesn't mean
Look, I'll say this. You
that all
have
of a
Durant.
sudden the team dynamic is totally changed and they can't win anything.
No, that's not. Look, we all knew that it was going to be Ali Frazier. That's what I've been calling it.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, if you have a guy like Foreman on the bench who's got a knockout blow, it would be nice to use it. All right. So, here's what we do
80-20.
have. Right. Tell us who's
Hit us
got
up
the
on that.
advantage. You agree with Jay. You agree with A.
Voice
Here we go.
of reality.
Denver, Portland.
Man,
This one,
surprising. Surprising.
2 weeks later,
Surprising.
because my deal was Portland in 6.
That was
I
your deal.
asked myself, can Portland win in Denver?
You said
I said
so?
yes.
You can.
I said, can Denver win in Portland?
You
I said no. Now, right now, it's 3-2.
Which way is it 3-2 though?
It's Denver,
Oh, my
3-2. And
gosh.
Denver has shown
I don't think Portland's gonna get it in 6.
chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
Yes,
If you're going to say the Yiddish word, make sure that you say it correctly.
that's fine.
Chutzpah.
It's
Chutzpah.
whatever the word I'm trying to
Chutzpah.
use
It's
is.
chutzpah.
Denver has a lot of it right
Not
now.
hot spud. Chutzpah.
And the guy I'm really impressed with,
Yes. Yo boy.
it's supposed to be, I'm not even going to talk about Joker. I'm talking about Murray.
Yes, sir.
Jamal Murray. So here's the thing.
Yes.
Jamal Murray is playing like Klay Thompson should
Yes.
be playing.
Ooh, shots fired. Pow, pow.
So obviously he's another heat check guy. The way
Yes.
he gets hot, he gets hot.
Yes.
I just admire their grit after
Sure.
the 4 overtime loss to come back like laser locked in, focused. Now we said Jokic could not be pedestrian.
No.
He had to show that he was an all-star. And
Yes.
I do believe right now he's definitely playing like it. Obviously, when you're a point center, loving to pass. You're getting everybody involved. Everybody's going to cut a little bit harder. Everybody's going to go ahead and make sure that once they get that pass that they can shoot, because obviously it's an open three or an open jump shot or a dive cut down low. Denver is looking like they are legit. And the awesome part about Denver, when we look long-term and short-term, is if somehow they can keep their core, whatever core they believe that is, hopefully it's Jokic, Harris, and Murray.
Yeah.
If they can keep these three, as Paul Millsap fades out, maybe Michael Porter Jr. can fade in.
Maybe.
Obviously, they were talking about in the draft, he was poor man's Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And even though he's had some back issues, you have that in your back pocket. So long-term, Denver looks great.
But Millsap, man, has really put in the work.
Oh, no, he's a
Dude,
bully.
he's been phenomenal in this series. I'll tell you, Beasley has been great in this series, and actually in last series, but really in this series.
I didn't know he was such a high flyer.
Man, dude.
I wish he could get some free throws, though. But,
well, you know.
it's like we can't have everything.
We can't have everything. Dang. But yeah, so I don't know, man.
And where's Dame at? Like, where was the buzzsaw we saw in the first round?
Man, dude.
Because CJ has been killing it.
Hey, yeah,
but that's why I like Harris, though, because Harris has been putting in that work with Dame.
He has. He's been.
He has been a go-getter.
He's been getting in that defensive posture and said, "Okay, I dare you to beat me.
Right.
I dare." And he has not. And Dame has not stepped up to the challenge, or whatever.
Man,
you want
it
to
ain't
call
Dame Dollar right now. It's no discount Dame.
It ain't
right
Dame
now.
time. We know that. It is not Dame time. What? So who you got, man? You still got Portland in 7 now, or Denver?
You know, it's gonna. Shit.
You think Denver?
It's gonna.
Ooh.
It's gonna have to be 7 now. But at the very least, I did not expect Denver to have as much intestinal fortitude as they've been showing. Like I say, as a hard worker, I love to see it. But just as far as prediction's sake, wow, I didn't expect it. I thought, obviously I believe that the NBA is a step ladder kind of a thing, and you obviously have to take your bumps, you got to take your levels to go to the next level. I still think that's the case, but obviously now Portland has dug themselves a hole, and they need to go ahead and win in Denver. They need to win at home.
I think Denver may actually close them out. I would not be surprised if they did.
So did you pick Denver?
No, I didn't. I picked Portland.
Why?
I said I wouldn't be
if I may ask
surprised.
you, what was your reasoning for?
Because I honestly thought they had more firepower that would step up. They have more, again, with McCollum and with Dame. I really thought those two, just those two right there, could outplay the rest of the team, and everyone else would come with them. But that's not what's happened.
Now, I'm going to offer this up, going a little bit closer to the cousin argument from earlier. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that the absence of the guy that got hurt, 6'10", powerful, bruising.
Not Brogdon.
No, Kursich. I know I'm mispronouncing his name. Do you believe that the fact that he's gone, because he would have been bully ball, he would have matched up with Millsap?
Possibly.
I think they miss him. But that's what I'm talking about. When you're not at full speed, you miss parts.
Hold on. That's totally different. He's been playing with them longer than Boogie has. So, again.
Yes, he's been with the team longer, but I'm saying when you have your team at full strength,
but dude,
as opposed to Denver.
That's like saying, hey, we got Dez Bryant for one game, and now he's gone. He was in practice, and he's on the team. Now the Saints just are not good anymore.
So are we talking about 26-year-old Dez Bryant, or are we talking about Dez Bryant right now?
What we're talking about is the impact of players that actually play in the game with the team. You can't tell me that 5 games all of a sudden we clicking.
Where did this idea come from that Boogie only played 5 games?
How many games did he play?
He played more than 5. He played more than 7.
7.5.
All right, bet. Next show. It's going to be at least 19.
Okay.
All right. Milwaukee versus everybody. I like that. But
I think we both
Boston.
I think we both said we have to wait to see which Boston shows up. But I do believe I had Milwaukee because
So-
I did not trust Kyrie. I didn't trust him, and I still don't. You know, to me, it's like when Scottie Pippen went to Houston after the Bulls and said, "Oh, I can win a game by myself. I don't need Michael." And guess what happened? You lost, sucker. You didn't win a championship without Michael. To me, that's Kyrie. Yeah, you can get to the playoffs. You can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. He won't. But if you have to know your role. You are a number 2. You are not a 1.
Okay, so I had Boston. I figured that Boston would have figured it out. You know, now we can't play. So I'll say this. Boston this year is like, let me see if I'm referencing the years right. I don't want to get the years wrong. 2002, 2003 Los Angeles Lakers, where it was Karl Malone, Kobe, Shaq, and Gary Payton. And all that year, they would lose to teams that they're not supposed to lose to.
Yeah.
And then talent got them so far.
Sure.
But then, and I'm sorry, that's 04?
No, for yeah.
04, 03, 04. Okay, yes. But obviously when they got to a cohesive team who knew their role,
Yeah.
they could not match up well.
Bruh.
And it reminds me of that. You have all this talent on paper, but for whatever reason you couldn't get it together.
Look, LeBron, when he went to Miami with D Wade, right, and the other dude.
Wow, the other dude.
Come on, man, let's
he
be
got
real.
his jersey retired.
Wow, there's a lot of people that got their.
I mean, Chris Bosh was a multiple-time All-Star. We just gonna call him some dude.
Chris Bosh.
Wow. I mean, okay.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, because Haslam showed up a lot more than he did. But anyway, and so did Allen. Anyway, those are facts. Check the stats. But I'm just saying, you have to have the time to play with each other, and that's what I keep talking. And I refer back to. You can't just come in for 19, 20 games. They were a team, a cohesive team that went to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals the year prior without Hayward, without Kyrie. And Hayward has accepted his role as, okay, look, I need to work my way back into this team. And he comes off the bench, and he's great at coming off the bench and hitting the threes when he needs to and having timely shots and having timely plays. And Kyrie's saying, well, I'm Kyrie Irving. I'm Kyrie Irving. I can shoot from anywhere and do what I want to do. And guess what? You can't because Giannis. Because Milwaukee.
Who we thought he was. What is it? He's a bad shot taker, bad shot maker. That's been our little hook. That's been his nickname for about 4 years now. Now, what's the difference between then and now? He ain't making those bad shots.
Well, I mean, because the team is like, dude, we're not finna pass it to you.
Ain't our fault you got frozen.
We're not passing it to you.
Gotta let it go.
Hey, there it is.
Last touch.
Yeah.
Toronto, Philly.
Man,
I had Philly winning.
This is such a great series. Kawhi has surprised me, and I think more the team. Kawhi didn't surprise me. The team surprised me more than anything else. And Toronto has stepped up and stepped in and said, you know what, this is our leader, and we'll do what we need to do. And to me, they seem more like a team than Philly does.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. And I think maybe you're trying to articulate it like this, but again, share with me if I'm totally wrong or off base.
will.
Toronto is built to be complementary towards each other.
Yes.
As to where Philadelphia
call that a team.
has talent.
Yes.
However,
Individuals.
sometimes they walk over each other's toes.
Yeah, because they're not a team. And so, just like I said,
So if you want cohesion, what are you going to do? Are you going to trade Simmons? Are you going to trade Embiid?
I think you trade Simmons. I think you have to.
Wow. If they lose, maybe this is a topic for another 80-20.
That's what it is.
Wow. That's all I got to say.
Let's get into that last thing, man.
What's the last thing? Don't we got
Last
a top
thing is,
five?
man,
something?
top 5. We got to run through this joint right here,
Alright.
man. We have a top 5. So in the top 5,
The
let me tell you,
top
top
five. Come on here.
Okay, we have a top 5 list here on 80-20. Yeah, people get a top 10. The last 7, 8, 9, 10, this is stowaways. The top 5, you have to pick who's in and who's out. So, top 5 your mama jokes.
Yo,
No crying. Ain't no crying up in here. It's just jokes.
your mama's so stupid she thought her quarterback was a refund. And we say top 5
That's good.
favorite mama
That's good.
jokes.
That's good. That's good. Your mama's so fast she jumped up in the sky and got stuck.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Classic. Your mama so fast she wake up in sections.
And good thing Mama's Day is on this Sunday. Ooh, man. Your mama's so stupid. She put 2 quarters in her ears and said she was listening to 50 Cent.
I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Your mama so poor duck stole bread at her.
Ooh, that's good, bruh. How about this? Your mama so fast she was standing on the corner and the cops came and said, okay, let's break up this crowd.
Ooh.
I don't even know what number we on right now. I guess we just go until we hear music.
Yo. Okay, I'm gonna offer to give up.
What's up?
Your mama joke. So this is your mama joke when you so pissed off that you can't say nothing else.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can act my way through
Go
it too.
for it. Uh-oh.
You know what, man? Your mama's so fat. She was fat.
Yo, on that note, I'm Jay Side.
Leave me alone, talk about
That's
my
NJ. You've been watching 80/20. Yo, make sure you hit us up on at 80/20WIR on Twitter and Facebook. And you can also watch the shows not only on Vimeo, but also on 80/20 Who Is More Right. Click subscribe on that YouTube channel. Yo, it's been a fun one.
It's been a fun one.
Out.
Peace. Give my brother.